Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is David A. Qua and welcome to my YouTube channel, your source for the filthiest, nastiest videos on YouTube. So if you're a brand new visitor to my YouTube channel and you're wondering what my videos are all about, I love talk about things I'm passionate about, like movies, comic books, video games. I do hauls, reviews, unboxings. If that's the type of thing you're into, you may want to check out my other content. If you like what you see, do subscribe. And if you like what you see here, you want to learn more about me, I also have a Twitter, I have an Instagram. If you like video game related stuff, I also have a Twitch. It's the same username all throughout, David A. Qua. So today, we're going to take a look at what movies I watched in 2017. There's been a ton of great movies this year, man. There's been, let's see, Beauty and the Beast, Despicable Me 3, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales, It movie, Thor Ragnarok, Star Wars The Last Jedi. Unfortunately, all those movies I just talked about, I haven't seen yet. But there's so many good movies this past year. Let's talk about the ones I did see. This is it. This is all the movies I've seen in 2017. Now you're probably wondering, David, what on earth? What the heck? Why didn't you see any movies? What was keeping you distracted? Why was keeping you away from the movie theaters? WWE. This past year I got into pro wrestling and it's like all I think about. Like this is all I watch, you know. I was like, David, do you realize Thor Ragnarok just came out in theaters? Why don't you do a review of it for your YouTube channel? I'm sure you're gonna get, thousands of views. People are gonna love watching it. You probably will get millions of subscribers. Like no, I will go watch WWE right now. David, just do a review of Despicable Me 3. All the kids will love hearing what you have to say, We want to show you your Despicable Me 3, your Minions collection and stuff like that. I'm like, nah, I'm watching, Survivor Series from 2009. I want to watch that. So that's what happened, I was so distracted from pro wrestling this past year that I didn't bother going to movie theaters, right? But let's just go ahead and take a look at the movies I did watch this past year, and we'll just go from there, all right? So back in January, we got Underworld Blood Wars. So Kate Beckinsale actually returns to the franchise as Selene, right? This is a story about the vampires versus Lycans, aka the werewolves. This is the 5th movie in the series, by the way. And if you like action, if you like the lore of vampires versus werewolves and stuff like that, you'll probably like this movie, all right? It's got some good action scenes and some decent story and stuff like that, right? Not a lot of special features on the DVD, though. I'm not sure about the Blu-ray. I didn't bother getting the Blu-ray. I just want to see this movie and see if it's good. If I really like it, maybe I'll get, I don't know, like the 4K version or something like that, right? But the movie was It was okay, right? So, Underworld Blood Wars. I like the Underworld series. Like here, I'll just put this right back. Okay, I got Underworld Trilogy right there. Underworld Awakening. And of course, Underworld Blood Wars. There you go. All right. Resident Evil, the final chapter, came out in January. I don't know if this is the final chapter, because the way the movie ended is like, there's more, Alice is still on her quest, But it still has everything that, I'm a fan of Resident Evil. Take a look at this. See? I got the Resident Evil video games, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 1, the Wii, the 3DS, Xbox 360. I played these games, I also saw the CGI movies and such like that. The Resident Evil movies, they get mixed reactions from me. I'm alright with it, But how many movies do we know calls itself the final chapter and it goes on, I can think of one. What's that 4th movie? Is it the 4th movie? Yeah, Friday 13th. The 4th movie is called The Final Chapter. And guess what? They made several more movies after that. So what the heck? So yeah. I don't... They may make another one, or if this is the end, whatever. I'm sad that a lot of characters that showed up in the last movie didn't show up in this movie. That was my main disappointment with it. Like, Claire comes back, but what about everyone else? Chris and Leon and all that stuff. Ada, we didn't really see him. All right. Then we got the Lego Batman movie, which came out in February. I got this on Black Friday. It's still wrapped up in the packaging. I already saw the movie, by the way. It's great. If you're a big Batman fan, like, they talk about everything. They have cameo appearances of all the previous Batmobiles, like all the jokes, all the puns and stuff like that. Like, if you're a huge fan of Batman, you see all the characters from Batman lore and stuff like that. Talk about all the irrelevant villains and whatever, right? You gotta watch this movie if you're a Batman fan. It's great. Okay. There's like no special features on this. It's kind of a shame because the Blu-ray was on sale on Black Friday also. Okay. John Wick Chapter 2. I loved it. My dad and I went to see it in theaters like the weekend when it came out, and tons of action. Keanu Reeves, he really knows how to use that gun, man. He was like headshots back to back, blood, violence, gore. It's all in this, you know. He's like, oh, he doesn't have a gun? Nah, he has a pencil. He has a, you know, whatever. He break them with your hands and whatever, right? The whole reason why I did not buy the DVD or the Blu-ray of John Wick Chapter 2, and even John Wick, the original movie, because I have a feeling that when the third movie comes out, they're going to have like a trilogy box set or something like that. I'll buy it then, okay? But I didn't want to buy the movies yet. I'm going to wait, okay? I'm pretty sure they're going to have like a 3-pack with all 3 movies in it or something like that. Or maybe if the story continues on, heck, the John Wick 6-movie pack, whatever, right? But I really enjoyed it, okay? The way that the movie ended, I'm really looking forward to seeing where, like, it's him against the world now, okay? John Wick. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. In March, we got Logan, Hugh Jackman's supposedly final performance as Wolverine from the X-Men movies. And I'm a huge fan of X-Men movies. Look, I got, like, the old TV series. I got all the previous movies, right? Logan sits right there. Now, I really enjoyed his performance over the years as Wolverine, as Logan, you know. And this movie, man, it was R-rated. It was bloody. The heads were rolling. Blood was all over the place. His claws, oh my gosh. So do check it out. The Blu-ray is kind of interesting. It has like a black and white version of the movie also. I don't know if there's actually extra scenes or whatever, but just to turn something into, you know, taking up all the disc space just to make the movie black and white, you know, I could just turn my, you know, use my remote control on my TV and turn it black and white, you know, turn the colors down and whatever. But yeah, looking forward to, there's like audio commentaries and deleted scenes on that Blu-ray. I haven't even watched it yet, so I'll check it out, okay? Also in March, we got Power Rangers. Power Rangers, when I saw it in theaters, I saw it with my friend John, my cousin Aaron, and this was pretty much my final hangout with my friends back in Kansas. It was going to see this movie, right? Power Rangers was great, you know, all the kids, they have so much good chemistry. They were like, they have a good relationship with each other. Let's just say that. And I'm looking forward to where they're going to go in the future, right? I just wish that Goldar had more personality and all that, but I like the movie, man. I think it's a great direction for the franchise, right? That's another thing that kind of distracted me from watching more movies this past year, was because I was moving, you know? I was like packing up boxes and all that stuff, moving across I wouldn't say, I moved from Kansas to Texas, okay? So like 2 states over. And during that time, you know, I was trying to set stuff up in my room, finding a job and all that stuff. And yeah, now that I'm kind of settled, you know, this is my room now and stuff like that. Yeah, I look back and I'm like, man, good memories back in Kansas, right? This is like the last movie I saw while I was there. Okay. In April, we got Fast and the Furious, Fate of the Furious, right? The new movie in the Furious. Oh my gosh, can you believe there's like 8 movies in this franchise? Like, what happened, right? I thought it was just about racing and all that stuff, street racing, and now suddenly it's like espionage and, you know, terrorism and whatever, right? It's become like a huge, like spies and whatever, you know. Anyway, Dom, Vin Diesel's character, goes rogue, or he joins Cypher for some reason. Like Cypher had like this thing on him. Turns out to be like he had more family than he realizes, right? And yeah, he went against his old buddies from the previous movies. So now, instead of catching someone else, they're trying to catch him. Stuff like that. Great action, right? If you haven't seen it, go check it out. it has a very touching, like, spoiler alert. He has a kid in the movie, right? Vin Diesel find out he has a kid, and he named the baby after Paul Walker's character, Brian. So I thought it was a sweet way to end the movie. Okay. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 came out in May. I saw it in theaters like the weekend when it came out. I'm looking forward to Avengers Infinity War, man. I saw the trailer and I was like, man, this looks good. Like, everyone's in it, Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, the Avengers. Oh my gosh. Doctor Strange, Black Panther, they were all in it. So I'm looking forward to watching the Marvel movies next year. That also includes like the X-Men movies, like Deadpool 2, Dark Phoenix, all, and of course Avengers Infinity War. This movie was beautiful to look at, man. Like, the special effects, like they went into some planet, right? And there was like trees and plants and stuff like that. That's very, very colorful. It was very pretty to watch. And also, as usual, the soundtrack was really good too. All right, if you like Guardians of the Galaxy, check it out. Groot was also very cute in the movie. Yeah, moving on. The reason why I haven't bought this is because I'm waiting for like some type of box set with all the Marvel movies in it. They've done it before, It's like a Phase 1 box set, Phase 2 box set. I'm waiting for them to release like Captain America Civil War, Onward, together in some way, Then we got Alien Covenant. This movie also came out in May. I really enjoyed it. It's supposed to Ridley Scott directed it, right? Who directed like the older movies also. And yeah, it shows like the origins of the xenomorphs. And it had a lot of like scary moments in it and stuff like that. Oh, Michael Fassbender is probably the best part of this movie, okay? I mean, it's like months ago when I saw this. I don't really remember much about it. But I remember that Michael Fassbender played two characters in the movie, right? He played like an innocent version of him and like a very evil version of him, okay? And man, when he's evil, he looks evil. You think it's two different people playing those characters, man. But it's actually one person. He's a great actor. Great actor, okay? So, Alien Covenant. I do have all the previous Alien movies also. Where are they? Right there. So that goes right there. Okay. Looking forward to where they take the franchise next. Okay. Wonder Woman came out in June. I loved it. Lots of I saw it in theaters. Okay, and then I saw it at home on Blu-ray. My mom loved the movie. Right, she was like doing the thing that Wonder Woman does with crossing her arms, and you don't see a picture of it here. But anyway, I really enjoyed this movie. And then you see her again in Justice League, which we'll talk about in a little bit, right? Good movie. Oh, what can I say, There's been a lot of bumpy roads over in the DC side of the movies, right? But Wonder Woman is definitely a highlight of that franchise, okay? And then we have Transformers The Last Night. Transformers The Last Night came out in June also, right? I saw it after Black Friday. I got this movie on Black Friday, and it was all right. Okay, if you like those Michael Bay-isms, the childish humor, the explosions, the endless action scenes, you will like Transformers Last Night. I also really like Mark Wahlberg's character, The little girl is also not too bad too. I wish she had like a bigger role, but yeah, good. I enjoyed it. Lots of good special effects, a lot of good action scenes and stuff like that. If you're into that type of stuff, Transformers Last Night is your type of movie, right? I hear this is the last movie that Michael Bay is going to be directing, so we'll see how someone else takes these characters and where it goes, right? Spider-Man Homecoming is probably my favorite movie this entire year. Like all the movies we talked about in today's video, Spider-Man Homecoming is my favorite movie. I bought this Blu-ray like day one. I saw it in theaters the first weekend. It came out in July. I freaking loved it. And that's also the last movie I saw in theaters in Wichita. So, I moved from Wichita, Kansas to Pearland, Texas. And this was the last movie I've seen there. And what a way to end, my movie-going days in Kansas. You know, loved it. The Vulture, Iron Man. There was a very, very intense scene. There's no Spider-Man in it. There's no, costumes whatsoever. There's no, like, it was Michael Keaton's character. He was driving Peter Parker and his girlfriend to the, like homecoming, right? To a school dance. And the way that scene was, like, in the car, very intense. You should watch the movie if you haven't already. I freaking love this movie, all right? And he's going to be coming back for Avengers Infinity War, too, with a new costume. Pretty awesome. Finally, we got Justice League. Now, this movie's still fresh in my mind. It's like the last movie I saw in theaters. Justice League, to me, yeah, it could have been better. But what was there, like, I just love seeing the characters on the screen. You know, Flash and Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, all together, right? I also love the soundtrack. Like, Danny Elfman did the soundtrack. He actually played the John Williams Superman theme for a little bit, and even the old Batman movie from like the 1989 Michael Keaton Batman in the movie. And I was like I teared up a little bit, man, just watching the movie. I don't know if there will ever be a Snyder Cut released for us. They told us that it's not making enough money to do it, right? Maybe years from now. Like think about the Richard Donner cut or something like that, you know? When did that come out? Like decades after the original came out, right? So who knows? I honestly don't know where they're going to go with this franchise, where they're going to go from here. If it doesn't make their money back, you know, I keep, like right now, it's saying there's like 400 million. It made 400 million so far, right? And it needs like 700, 800 million to actually break even. I mean, there was so much going on behind the scenes during the production of this movie, okay? So I made my own video of it. Like, after I saw the movie, when it was fresh in my mind, I did make a video of it. It was actually a live stream, so people who actually saw the movie also was, like, chatting with me online, right? So if you want to see my full thoughts on Justice League, go see it. But yeah. I still need to see Thor, you know? I still need to see so many of these other movies, right? I will, you know. So anyway, thank you for watching. Oh, there was a Kristen Stewart. If you don't know, I'm a huge fan of Kristen Stewart. You can see up there, I have Twilight pop figures of Kristen Stewart's character, Bella from the Twilight movies, right? She had a great movie called Personal Shopper that came out this year. Well, it's great because everyone else is saying it's great, but I haven't seen it, you know? It wasn't in theaters where I was. So that's some of the movies I would like to see towards next year. You know, in 2018, I'll get caught up. You know, I'm pretty settled now. We're not going to move again or anything like that. And yeah. So anyway, that is it for my video reviewing all the movies I've seen in 2017. Thank you for watching. Rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.